On Thursday, Andras left his keys in the garden gate. 24 hours later, and someone had to fish underwater to find them. He has a boat, but it's never been moored in the garden before. The basement is completely flooded. Everything's being taken out. In parts of Hungary, the Danube has risen higher than ever. People in this Budapest suburb were told to be ready for evacuation. But Andras doesn't want to go. The problem with evacuation is that we'd have to leave all our belongings here. Even the old people living here don't want to leave all their valuables behind, and neither do we. We'll probably have to when the house is floating in the water, but only then. The evacuation was delayed and residents were not told when it would happen. In Budapest, the water is expected to reach its highest level on Monday, but experts say the Hungarian capital should be spared a catastrophe. Yet just 1 or 2 centimetres could make the difference, and heavy storms are forecast for the weekend. Our correspondent says in Hungary the Danube is constantly breaking records. It seems to me that a lot of people are afraid this flood will be worse than ever.
Hajagos Andrea, Euronews, Budapest.
Emergency warnings in northern Bulgaria have been extended to several new areas after a violent storm caused widespread flooding and damage. Hailstorms and torrential rain were described as unprecedented. At Lovech, the water level reached 1.5 metres. Earlier this week, one person was killed and 40 injured in the capital, Sofia.
Around 2,000 trade unionists marched past the Cabinet Office in Prague on Wednesday in protest at a proposed rise in the retirement age. The government wants to raise the age from 65 to 68, saying it must rein in spending as there's a huge hole in its budget.
A nedovedu si představit v 68 letech, abych běhala po oddělení a pečovala o pacienty.
Lidi by měli odcházet do důchodu tak, aby si ten důchod užili. To znamená, že je důležitá ta hranice toho dožití a toho vlastně, kdy ten člověk vstupuje do toho důchodu.
Minimálně 2000 i víc.
Už to tady jednou bylo právě za pravicové koalice. Takže já věřím, že i tento protest, i reakce občanů, i ankety, které se k tomu dělají, budou jednoznačným důvodem, protože se žádný věk pro odchod do důchodu nezvýší. Já bych byl moc rád, aby se takové protesty neodehrávaly, abychom věci byli schopni řečit debatě. Jestli tomu tak nebude, tak ten problém bude ještě větší.
If the government succeeds, it would be set 4 years higher than France's retirement age, where there's been massive nationwide demonstrations.
Twelve people have been killed in a coach crash in Croatia. The Polish-registered vehicle overturned in the early hours of Saturday morning on the A4 near Brzezinski Hum. A further 32 people were injured. Investigators are looking at driver fatigue as a possible cause.
Eleven people have died in Poland after a plane taking them on a parachute jump crashed just after taking off. It happened near the city of Czestochowa in the south of the country late on Saturday afternoon. A 12th person survived and was taken to hospital in a serious condition. The plane, which was operated by a private parachuting school, caught fire as soon as it hit the ground. Local media are reporting that the aircraft may have been overloaded. It's believed it was only supposed to carry 7 people.
One person has died and 7 are injured after a roller coaster derailed in Sweden on Sunday. Park officials say that riders, including children, fell to the ground when one of the carriages on the Jetline ride came off its track. The amusement park in Stockholm was evacuated to help facilitate the work of rescue crews. Passengers also had to be rescued when they were stuck in the other carriages.
Protesters in Bosnia are calling for early elections. They've been backed up by two parties of the country's ruling coalition in the hope a snap poll may diffuse mounting anger over corruption and unemployment. On Sunday, around 1,000 people gathered in front of Bosnia's tripartite presidency building in Sarajevo. Meanwhile, Croatia's Prime Minister has blamed the recent violence on the European Union. Zoran Milanovic said it would not have happened if the EU, of which Croatia is now a member, had had a more coherent and clearer policy on Bosnia. 44 people have been arrested during 3 days of rioting. Their supporters have accused the police of mistreating them and have demanded their release. Although hundreds turned out for a fourth day on Sunday, this time the demonstrations were largely peaceful, and by the evening those arrested had been let go.
Thousands of people in Bosnia took to the streets for the second time in a week, alleging that a pro-Russian Bosnian Serb leader had rigged a ballot during a general election earlier this month. The opposition parties in Republika Srpska, one of two entities of Bosnia-Herzegovina, say the candidate they backed, Helena Trivic, defeated longtime nationalist leader Milorad Dodik in the October 2nd election. They are demanding a recount of the votes for president amid reports of dozens of election irregularities. In a speech, Trivic demanded judicial institutions to conduct investigations and criminal charges to be taken against all individuals who took part in organised election theft, for which she says they already provided evidence and that the public is aware of it all. She added that thieves have altered the election will of the people. Dodik, who is the most powerful politician in the Bosnian Serbs' semi-autonomous region, has denied allegations that he orchestrated an election fraud. He has ruled practically unchallenged for years, despite being sanctioned by the West, for advocating the separation of Republika Srpska from the rest of Bosnia. Final results of the October 2nd vote in Bosnia are yet to be announced.
Pocitovo sama ste povedali, že ste teda proeurópske to zjavné. Cítili ste sa ako v podstate iba vo vode, alebo či ste mali aj trému nejakú a tak ďalej. A všimol som si, že máte už tretie šaty, možno len kusok závidím. Napriek tomu, či to nebolo kúsok únavné to prezliekanie. A potom druhá otázka na viceprezidenta. Vo štvrtok noci ste povedali, že s tým prezírom sledujete, že raz ťažké nahradiť možno. Či typujete, že 30. júna sa premiéry dohodnú na nejakom novom mene, alebo či zase poviete niečo podobné aj po tlačovke v nedeľu, myslím na budúci týždeň. Merci.
The leaders will be able to find a solution, someone to replace you. Thank you. This is only the second dress I'm wearing today. That's a partial answer to your first question. So how do I feel? Well, honestly, my teeth ache and I'm hot.
Bolo veľmi vzácne môcť konzultovať mnohé otázky priamo s lídrami inštitúcií, o ktorých predtým som nemala možnosť osobne s nimi rokovať. Takže v tomto zmysle sa cítim veľmi dobre a cítim sa veľmi obohatená po dnešných dvoch stretnutiach.
So I feel very happy. And very lucky. True, after the last European summit, I said that it looked like it was very difficult to replace me, and I wish I will not say the same on Sunday evening. And just for the record, this is the third shirt I'm wearing today. Thank you.
Die von den Waldbränden in Griechenland verwüsteten Flächen werden wahrscheinlich 150.000 Hektar überschreiten, so der griechische Ministerpräsident Kyriakos Mitsotakis während einer Debatte. Von der Opposition kritisiert, machte Mitsotakis die extremen Wetterbedingungen für die Katastrophe verantwortlich und versprach Hilfe für Betroffene. Er sprach auch über die Maßnahmen, die künftig vor Bränden schützen sollen.
Drones που θα μπορούν να παρακολουθούν ευαίσθητα σημεία, πολλές φορές και με χρήση τεχνητής νοημοσύνης, έτσι ώστε να μπορούμε να ενημερωνόμαστε αμέσως για μια εστία φωτιά όταν εκδηλωθεί. αισθητήρες μέτρησης θερμοκρασίας, κάμερες σε όλους τους αρχαιολογικούς χώρους και στα δάση υψηλού κινδύνου. Οφείλουμε να έχουμε καλύτερες δορυφορικές εικόνες. Θα είμαστε συνδρομητές σε προηγμένα δορυφορικά συστήματα καταγραφής θερμότητας που θα μας δίνουν πιο κοντά σε real-time ενημέρωση για την πορεία μιας πυρκαγιάς.
Die Feuer in der Region Alexandroupolis und Evros wüten seit 13 Tagen. Der größte jemals in der EU registrierte Waldbrand bedroht hier den Naturpark Dadia an der Grenze zur Türkei, einer der ärmsten Regionen.
Metro te menține fresh în business. Până pe 7 iunie găsești Fragedo, piept de pui dezosat fără piele, la 25,99 lei kilogramul.
De 30 de ani punem ro în Metro, împreună.
Haideți să facem o vizită în lumea fascinantă a imaginilor de înaltă definiție. Știați că imaginea redată de televizorul dumneavoastră poate să fie mai mare și mai clară fără să depuneți nici un efort? Formatul High Definition, HD, redă cu fidelitate imaginile și sunetele, oferind detalii uimitoare pe care filmările în format standard nu le pot transmite. Vreți să vedeți imagini de 5 ori mai clare? Mult mai aproape de realitate? În formatul HD, sunetul are o calitate superioară, imaginile surprind toate detaliile, iar rezultatul vă oferă o experiență de până la 5 ori mai intensă. În plus, puteți aduce cinematograful în casa dumneavoastră, pentru că în timp ce imaginile standard sunt difuzate în format 4:3, imaginile HD sunt redate în format 16:9, exact ca într-o sală de cinema. Astfel vă veți bucura la maxim de televizorul dumneavoastră performant, de tip HD sau Full HD. Ia-ți acum televiziunea Dolce de la Rom Telecom și trăiește experiența High Definition.
Mai multă distracție și premii pe tomi.ro. Tomi dă gustul. Tomi dă gustul.
Poate că alții nu înțeleg, dar noi știm cu câtă răbdare pregătești totul, cât de mult suflet pui și că ai băga și mâna în foc, numai să iasă bine. Știm că mereu pui grătarul înaintea ta, pentru binele celorlalți. Așa că vrem să-ți onorăm efortul cu ceva pe măsură. Cel mai bun muștar de mici de la noi, la minut. Încearcă toată gama la minut. Acum numai bună pentru grătar.
De 15 ani, grătar delicios la un preț avantajos. La Lidl ai mici de porc 1 kg la 12,99 lei, înghețată cu cacao 2500 ml la 15,99 lei și zucchini la 6,99 lei per kilogram. Lidl, știi că merită!
Mesaj de interes public. Suplimentele alimentare nu vindecă și nu pot înlocui tratamentele prescrise de medic.
Mesaj de interes public.
Pentru o viață sănătoasă, consumați zilnic fructe și legume.
Apelarea responsabilă la 112 a atins cel mai bun nivel de la
Responsabilitatea ta a fost timpul nostru pentru inovație și răspuns rapid. Pentru ca în fiecare zi, liniștea să fie ca un drum liber. Tehnologia ne ajută să ajungem mai repede. Oamenii ne ajută să ajungem mai aproape. Iar atunci când liniștea dispare, noi să fim deja acolo.